Hey everybody, this is Cyrock Omega, and welcome to this random world Crusader Kings 2 shenanigans. We're doing some multiplayer here with some friends. This will probably have a one-off. Tomorrow we'll actually probably be doing a whole new multiplayer campaign, a longer one. So we're just trying out this new multiplayer stuff. So let's get back into the call. Okay, we're live. So let's quickly go over our countries. I'll start because I feel like mine is the least weird. So the thing about so we started in 867, as you can see. So what I believe they pick out things that are like very indicative of a certain era that you start at. Like my country, the Maphasian Empire is very was it the Abbasid Caliphate sort of shape, is in big Middle Eastern thing. Chris is playing as the Sacrosanct Ostfriesland Empire, and he's very Charlemagne. He's very like Charlemagne's HRE sort of thing. And Steve has chosen to play as Mo Money. Because it's called Mo Money.
It's a great name.
Yeah, so my character is Emperor Reginar of the Maphasian Empire. So, like, I've got all of the European sort of style, holding, like, the shields. My name, like, I am...
Icon is a kraken.
Yeah, it's an orange octopus. I'll get into religion in a minute. So, my dynasty is the Van Aerschot dynasty, so it's like the Middle East is like Europe, I guess, here. And it becomes, yeah, I mean, we'll take a look at some of the map modes later, but I'll go, my religion is Crusader, and my religion is the Heemskerkite, which is part of the Hapite religion group. We've got a pope. So it looks like we've got pretty regular... so I've got the papal mechanics. I think can women be priests? Oh my goodness, I've just found the Baloyarian religion. Their symbol is a duck with like a powdered wig.
Which one?
A Baloyarian, which is the part of the Vilile Embik religion group. Oh, this is a part of the cosmic egg thing. It's like their high god is the cosmic egg, their evil god is named Disease. Yeah. Anyway, my religion is, from the sounds of it, one of the more normal ones. We just like to hug and stuff. The Eamskerite faith is one based largely upon the sense of touch, with adherents locking hands and holding each other's shoulders during prayers. Worshippers frequently embrace the elder both before and after a religious ceremony. To bless someone, an elder must embrace and lift the chosen one towards the sky. So I guess the elders have to be shredded. Like, if you're too fat, you will not be blessed. So the Blessed Virgin...
John, did you read the flavor text for the Belarusians? This is
I'll get to that in a second. Let me just finish mine first. So that the Blessed Virgin may reach down and touch their souls. Their holy text, the singed text. I think we got the same one as Steve. We'll get to that in a bit. It outlines the jealousy born by the main enemy of the Blessed Virgin, the rotting tree, the one who must not be touched. My God, the Blessed Virgin. Evil god names the rotting tree. Scripture, the singed text. Is that singed? Anyway.
The singed text.
Singed, okay.
It could be the singed text, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. The Heemskerite bishops may pay taxes to the Pope rather than secular liege, excommunicate, grant divorce. So it's priests, fairly weak rulers can prepare invasions. The Pope can grant claims on titles, so it's very... A population of other religion groups may pay the infidel tax. Heemskerite counties and characters are hard to convert. There is always a Pope, landed or not, so it's mostly Catholic. we've got one aspect of Islam in there with the infidel tax, I suppose. So, so the other one that I was looking at before this religion, it is said that the first priest was the patriarch of a small tribe who lived on boats out on the endless sea. One day, all the fish in the ocean vanished, eaten by disease. Just as the small tribe was on the brink of starvation, the cosmic egg appeared before them. The first priest pleaded to the cosmic egg for salvation, and the cosmic egg in response created the land, the trees, and all the animals of the forest so that the tribe would not starve. Grateful, the first priest created a tome of purity to record all the divine things the cosmic egg had created. High God, the cosmic egg, evil God names, disease, scripture, the tome of purity. So,
I just love that all the fish vanished.
Yep.
All the fish vanished. They were in a world of just fish, and then they all vanished.
Yeah.
And they had then land created.
All right. So, Chris, yours
Wouldn't
is.
it have been easier for the gray egg to make more fish than to make a whole world?
I mean, you take that up with the.
The great egg.
You take that up with the tome of purity there, man. Anyway, so Chris is playing as the Sacrosanct Empire. So, his religion is Gintautasian of the Tajuwerd religion group. In the beginning, there was only fire, and out of the fire, the sky forged the world. The priests of the Gintautasian faithful continually write down visions that they have of the sky and the holy tablets of stone. At times, one such story may be deemed heretical, and is subsequently burned, even though it's in stone, because it's a holy tablet. The priest who wrote down the offending text is often believed to be under the influence of the eternal darkness. You know, the like 2005 GameCube game or whatever. Probably 2003, something like that. And is such likely to be burned alongside the stone tablet. I think your religion's kind of dumb, Chris. High God, the sky, evil God names, the eternal darkness, scripture, the holy tablets of stone, which apparently can be burned. All right. So it's kind of more.
Hot fire.
Yeah, it's super hot fire.
Very hot.
Ultra hot. Literally melts everything.
You have like one specific industrial technology.
It's like
there's no way of using it for anything else, apparently.
Yeah, it's
like you have a combustion engine that used to burn up these tablets, but nobody thought to.
Yeah, the guys in Italy.
Not to use it for anything else.
Railroads.
They're what?
They're heretics of my religion.
Oh wow.
Wait, what?
In the Gwenedian faith, followers do not only adhere to the teaching of the holy tablets of stone, but also look to other religions for guidance, along with their own scripture. They also read passages from the holy text of the Kotigaist and Khazarist faiths. The practice condemned this practice condemned the Gwenian faithful in the eyes of many priests. So yeah, they've got the same high God, evil God scriptures. So they're a whole bunch of like syncretist guys. Oh, hold on. The cult of Kotiga in like Tunis.
We'll start this off and let's see what happens.
Read about yours. You are playing as.
I mean, mine is not quite as interesting, but it is kind of. Let's see. I mean, it's related to Chris's religion.
No, it's not.
No, it's related to mine. The same scripture.
Because you have the singed.
No,
text,
mine
right?
does.
Oh, it's yours. Okay.
Yeah, but you're in a different religious. You're in different religious group.
Which is probably
No,
just didn't. That's probably not on purpose. They probably just accidentally got the same random name.
The same one. Yeah. So the Anabaptist faith.
The religious group is really huge, John.
Is a rather recent one, founded by the charismatic first priest, detailed in length. Human beings need to follow secret Certain strict rules of life are recorded in the Singed text, lest they be forever doomed to suffer eternal pain at the hands of the faithless mass. As he drew close to death, the priest warned that his good followers were still at risk due to the numerous masses of wicked heathens performing decadent rituals and increasing the faithless mass's influence. The only way he could help protect them was by discarding his mortal coil and ascending to a new form. Thus he became the One Above. Sir High God is the One Above, who is the guy just referenced. The evil god is the faithless mass. It's just everyone else on the earth, apparently. Everybody who's not one of us. Scripture, the Singed text, same as Jonathan's. That could just have the same name.
Probably.
Sure. And I'm going to go off on a quick aside and point everybody to the Societies tab, because societies are slightly different as well. I have 2 societies available to me. The Children of Grandmother Death and the Company of the Bear, which I am about to join. I'm about to join the Company of the Bear.
I have 5.
You have 5? Nice.
I've got the Hermetic Society, the Assassin, the Rotting Trees Own,
I've got that one too.
the Rain Runners, and the Fire Dancers.
Huh. Kind of weird. Apparently you can join my Satan club.
I'm about to fight a bear.
Alright, let's see. Like my societies, I've got the Diligent Ones, the old monastic community with Ora et Labora, meaning pray and labor,
Awesome.
as their motto, often recognized by their black habits. They worship the Blessed Virgin and find purpose in prayer, and so like I've got the Diligent Ones and the Inquisitors. So essentially just the Catholic orders. So yeah, interesting.
I also want to note they added Joseph Stalin's mustache to the game, because that's the mustache I have.
Nice.
That's the one that he started with, but I mean, definitely that mustache.
God, my console is awful.
Oh, are they?
They're... Except for 2 of them... Okay, so I have... Except for 2, they're all malcontents, and I have full council. I think I can hire them.
I mean, how many duchies do you have?
4.
Yep, that'd do it.
I can't give them away because they're all malcontent.
Yep. Wanna know how many I have? Hold on, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20 something or other. Yeah. That's a lot.
Okay, let's see if maybe I can buy some favors. Asshole.
I don't know. I just want to be completely honest with you guys.
Yeah.
This game might end really soon,
You think?
because I joined the Society of the Bear, and I do believe this requires me to fight a bear. And it might have been a premature choice, because I don't actually have an heir.
Wow.
So if I fail to fight this bear,
And then more
my
money
lack of an
will
heir will cause me to have
aired. Man, and the Mo
We'll see
Money
what
dynasty
happens.
will fall off the face of the earth. There will only be less money.
There'll be no money. Is what there'll be.
No money then. Yeah.
Oh, I can fire these assholes. Awesome. Okay.
No money.
Oh. Princely. Princely elective. So yeah, you've got the HRE elective succession, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know how it works yet.
Yeah, this is, and I kind of want to point this out just as we're playing. When I made my first random campaign, which I didn't play for very long because it was really confusing, the world did not take nearly as much of a shape that's similar to the actual, like, historical game that this one does, where you have, and this one doesn't either, but for example,
What date did you
the
start in?
Sacrosanct Osterlander Empire, I mean, it does have some, like, pretty clear similarities to the HRE, and mine had nothing of the sort. It was just completely random.
In
I think it was a little
867?
bit later in the game. No, it would have been like 10. I think it was the 10th century, 11th century. So it could be that, but yeah, what you get doesn't like there. It can be pretty much anything, from what I understand. I mean, my guys are using East Asian models in my game. I don't know how that is in Chris's, if you don't have those. And I'm in North Africa.
So it's kind of weird that I've got my religion is part of the Happite religion group, and so is the one to the west of me. That's the one that
Everyone around you is part of that group.
yeah.
I mean, I think it does go by certain rules. You're not just gonna have random religions in different places.
I mean, it's
going to base it off of.
Yeah.
It's gonna put it in a core and then kind of expand from there, I think.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, it's just interesting that it's part of the same, the Iconanist is part of the same religion group, but it has a different god, evil god in scripture.
Yeah, we're probably gonna encounter a couple of things like that. Depending on how randomly this actually is made. Like, for example, the religions. If the religions, too, are kind of randomized in their own way, that could explain why we both got the singed text. But, at the same time, there aren't really any other commonalities between the religions.
Also, wow, my laws are actually... I am a hereditary, absolute, imperial autocracy.
Mine are awful.
Mine are worse. Mine are the worst. I'm
got
agnatic, cognatic, elective, gabble kind.
Got full council authority? Wow.
I don't even have council laws.
Oh, that's because you're a tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
guess
I'm
I made...
agnatic, cognatic, elective, gabble kind. Elective gabble kind. The absolute worst possible gabble kind you could be.
Hey, all you have to do is fight a bear, and then you can get your brother's titles.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to fight this fucking bear. I have no...
Yeah, I've got absolute
I'm
council
gonna lose
authority.
this fight. I just know it. I have 7 martial.
Ha!
My
Hold
personal
on.
combat skill is 6 though, so maybe that'll hit 2. So
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
So I'm just gonna get fucking murdered by this bear. Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright,
Maybe
I
I'll
just
get mauled and injured. Who knows?
gotta organize this really quick. Alright, give you the Duchy of Basra. Man.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Heh. Yeah.
a really cool thing, though.
Yeah. I would also highly advise that you get the music as well. The Pagan Fury one. It's some pretty good music. Viceroyalty of... Got so many viceroyalties. Kurdistan starts with a K. Oh.
Yeah, this is not what we want to start Kaylee on.
Yeah.
We might want to consider, like, maybe a different team thing.
A different what?
Like, where we split off as partners.
Yeah.
Because I think that might be the most beneficial for her, having someone directly working with.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to start if you guys are.
I'm giving out. I've got to give out these duchies.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty much ready. So, whenever you guys are ready, start. Don't worry about.
Yeah. I'm way over the vassal limit here.
I mean, really, my main thing is I need to produce some hair, and if I don't, I'll die. If I die, the game is over for me. I would be totally down to restart the game and just choose a different character if it does happen. Just saying, you guys don't have to, obviously, because your characters won't be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I might pick a different character. This is kind of a.
Do you guys just want to like save and restart?
No, I'm totally fine playing this. I want to see what happens with the bear.
I want more money.
I want to see what happens with more money. I mean, I'm totally committed to more money.
I'm invested in more money.
I'm invested. I got some stocks there.
Yeah. Yeah. I really want you to be a Merchant Republic.
Yeah, I mean, I really want that to be a strategy of this game. I don't think it's gonna happen. Just a hunch. I think a bear will end that pretty soon.
But it's like, what would it be called? I mean, if because it's,
it
would be elective.
It's just gonna be in pause, and then when we get mauled by a bear, we're gonna have to restart it.
Also, where are my holy sites? Okay, I've got one. It's like, it was my former capital. I moved it to a better province. Got one in south, got one in Ethiopia. Oh man, I just noticed that all of the kingdoms have random names too.
Yeah, they're all different too.
Yolia, Kendir-Drike, Livia.
Like their borders are random.
Yeah.
Yeah, they connected all the different counties in a really good way. The borders all look almost natural.
Yeah.
Almost.
Look at the empire map mode for my empire. Like, it's almost exactly what my empire is, which is,
yeah, same for mine.
it's really unnatural.
That's your de jure empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very weird. No, that is complete. Like the de jure empires are very unnatural right here.
Some
Especially
strange reason, like, I don't know what's up with humans, but they don't really make empires vertically as much. They're always like east-west.
East-west or naval. But yeah, not too many vertical. And I mean, one of the main reasons, and you can see it pretty clearly in the map, are giant mountains that tend to stretch east and west.
Yep.
They make it really difficult for an empire to communicate across.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one little criticism I'd have of the random generation here.
Is that it's
It
never
doesn't
really
pay
random
attention to
historically.
geography. It's random, but it doesn't pay attention to geography quite enough.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, the Maphazian Empire over here, the core of it is centered in a mountain range, like in a very big one too, not in a small mountain range.
Yeah, exactly.
The
That
Caucasus?
it's
Is the Caucasus, or is that a little bit
Yeah, it's
further
the
north?
Caucasus.
Yeah.
what's up, Holocron? No, we're just doing regular human random empires.
Wait, we can make it so we're random empire?
We can be animals, yeah.
No, really?
I don't know exact. I didn't take it too deep of a look, but I'm pretty sure you could have it so it's like no humans, all animals.
If Steve gets mauled by a bear, we should do that.
We should do that. I mean, that's
Everyone's doing
actually-
that.
That's the only thing that has made me shy away from continuing no money, even if they get mugged by a fish.
Let's just do this, and maybe later we'll do the other thing.
Yeah, for a horse
Yeah, it's
and
like-
some like badgers.
By a bear.
It's like Redwall. Did anybody remember? Did you read those as a kid? The Redwall books? Anybody?
No.
It's like a fantasy book about gerbils and like mice fighting each other with swords.
No.
Yeah, those are fun books. Redwall.
Man, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. I still need to be giving away more of these.
You're lucky you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you don't have magnetic gavel kind and have to fight a fucking bear in a few minutes. You have to fight a bear. Where the fuck do we even find a bear in North Africa? I'm not even joking. I'm in Egypt. Does Egypt have bears? I don't think it does. I'm just gonna look this up right now because I'm legitimately kind of annoyed by this. Like I don't, you know, I just feel like I should be able to back out under the simple fact
Don't
that
have full council authority.
yeah, well, at least you don't have to fight a bear. Egypt. Does Egypt have bears? You can type that into my phone. We're gonna find out if Egypt has bears. I mean, it has them in zoos. Don't get me wrong.
Hold on a second.
Have bears. Oh my god! The first things that come up are amazing. So I typed in "Does Egypt have?" and the first things that comes up are "Does Egypt have a president? Does Egypt have states? Does Egypt have mountains? Does Egypt have oil?" But there's also "Does Egypt have a bridge?"
Well,
which popped up.
does it?
Yeah, every country has a bridge. Sorry, I didn't say it bothers me. So, what kind of question is that? Who asked that? Somebody needs to be, like, arrested. No, I'm doing probably. I hope. That'd be much worse if someone in Egypt who asked that question. But what kind of person doesn't understand what bridges? Never mind. Egypt have bears. Now I'm adding another fucking question. This is the like endless ream of stupidity. Does Egypt have bears? Now that's gonna appear in Google.
That's going into the algorithm.
Apparently not indigenous to Egypt, bears were sometimes displayed in menageries or wandering. They're not indigenous to Egypt. Case closed. Where do they get this bear from? They imported it to fight me?
Could be.
I'm really not happy about this whole bear situation. I mean, it's my own fault. Joining up with the Society of the Bear, which explicitly said that I have to fight a bear to join it. But I didn't realize how lousy it was at combat before I joined this club.
Where are my other holy sites?
If I back out now, all my peers will laugh.
All the bears will laugh at you.
All the bears will laugh at me, not even the peers. It's not the peers I worry about, it's the bears. The laughter of the bears that keeps me up at night.
Man, all my holy sites are...
Damn it, John, just hurry up with this. Giving up.
Okay, hold on.
I'm living in trepidation of this. I'm about to be mauled by a bear. I'm waiting for you to, like, deal with bureaucratic bullshit.
Okay, I'll just unpause. I've only got to give away like one more or something. I'll put it on speed 1.
Okay.
Alright, what else could I give away here? Are you dead?
The first thing I got... No, wait. I'm gonna pause it just to read this. Chief Satya Raja of Alamein and the company of the Bear have chosen Kaya Sani as my opponent. The staunch man eyes me up and down when we are introduced. Fresh meat, eh? He offers mockingly,
fresh meat.
before shoving an elbow into my side and making everyone laugh. He's just like a bully. This isn't a bear. He's better than me at fighting.
I can fight this guy. He turns out to be a bear.
My eye hurts, but it somehow doesn't seem as bad as what my opponent is suffering. I'm not done, Kaya says, through gritted teeth, but then he lies back down on the ground, throwing his bare hands to the side. His bare hands. He is a bear.
Wow.
When I step closer, he sputters, No, I'm done, I yield. I won.
Congrats.
I also didn't fight a bear. I fought some...
It's a rhetorical bear, I guess.
Romantic-looking dude from Central Africa. What are you doing there? I got a big black eye though now.
Oh
awesome.
No.
You should take a look at actually. You should show everybody it, John.
Yeah.
Take a look at my character.
Yeah, that's a shiner.
That is amazing.
It looks worse than a black eye. It looks like you're diseased or something.
What there should just be is like a lump on his head. Instead of that, it should just have like one of those like cartoon lumps, like in Charlie Brown or something.
Yeah.
Or like not Charlie Brown, but in like Looney Tunes. Did you whab it?
Like, does my religion chill with other people in my religion group? Like, cause there are I've got a lot of it's Conanists guys in my country.
You have Conanists?
It's Conanists. It's like kind of Greece, Anatolia area. And also a lot of land in the Middle East that I also own. That all of the people there belong to it. Very peculiar, and sermons are always sung. The priests are picked among followers based on the tone of their voice. As their deity. Hold on. I am prone. They spelled it deity as their deity, not deity. D-I-E-T-Y. As their deity, the storm of righteousness is said to have conveyed the legends entirely through divine song. The main enemy of the storm of righteousness is the void, who cannot sing. I'm so sorry, the void. Mute people are deemed cursed by the void. Oh, wow. And are often excluded from mass. Wow, that sucks. They've got autocephalous patriarchs under kings. Who can excommunicate. So they're the orthodox to my Catholic, except entirely different. It's like we determined at one point that we're just it's like, yeah, what? Why? It's so weird. It's like their religion is entirely different, but it's still part of the same group as mine somehow. I'm trying to, like, what's the lore that I can create here that can actually make... It's like, there were once 5 religions, all based on one sense. Mine is touch, theirs is singing. I don't know. That's a little bit of a hiccup.
More money.
Just want more money to be a merchant republic. All that I ask for.
More money should be a merchant republic. There's no excuse why it shouldn't be. Any country with the name of more money.
You should. I feel like you should really go for family focus.
No way it shouldn't be a merchant republic. I'm gonna need your advice on how to like transform this into one quickly. Because I have no
first of all,
how.
have an heir.
Well, yeah, I mean that's my main goal. Right?
You should have made family focus your thing, Steve.
Okay, Steve.
It's too late. I already
get more wives.
I already get that part of it. I already fucked up that part.
Steve.
So we can move on to the next part.
Get more wives.
What?
Steve, your capital.
Okay, one sec. I got a bunch of problems all of a sudden.
Steve, you can have multiple wives.
Yeah, you can. You have polygamy.
Well, yeah, I know.
Do that right now.
Yeah, throw the preacher in my dungeon. Get out of here, you fuckers.
Oh,
you don't like other people. This is more money. More money is a xenophobic land, according to its flavor text.
Steve has river movement, and there are no major.
There are no rivers.
Yeah, for some reason.
Nile, which you cannot navigate.
But you can't navigate, even though it's like the biggest one of. Never mind.
It is the largest river in the world. It's the longest river in the world.
I literally have the largest river in the world in my territory, and I can't navigate it, despite having a specific culture trait which allows me to navigate large rivers. That's kind of frustrating.
Okay,
like
there's
mean
a couple
joke.
things you're going to need to do.
In my religion?
You need to reform your religion.
Yeah, our religion is the Blessed Virgin.
How do I reform my religion?
You need to get.
Holy shit, my black eye's getting
three
worse.
Of your holy site.
Okay, I need to get direct control of my holy site?
Yours are actually pretty close to you.
You have 2.
Where's the third one? Well, I guess I can check that out myself. I don't know.
There's one in, like, southern Tunis.
There's one in Greece.
There's one in damn it. Don't worry, that one's fine. Don't worry about that one. Actually, they're all pretty close. I mean, if you just consider just going over the ocean, the sea for it, you're pretty close.
Where's the 5th one?
Damn it. D-A-M-O-T, in, like, the very southern bit. It's in what would be Ethiopia. Oh, that's a hell of a name for a country.
It's in the place of Prolyvemidian. 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 Prolyvemidian.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
Yours is not too far.
Where do you find the holy site? Where are you finding this information? It's something I haven't actually had to do in the game before, so I'm actually kind of ignorant.
You go to the religious map mode, click on any given religion, and the provinces that are white are your holy sites.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. Let me see.
One of your holy sites is only 2 provinces away from one of mine. FYI. I am committed to the Maphasian Empire and the Heemskerite religion. Almost as much as I'm committed to Mo money. That's good. That's fun. You are only like, you don't have holy wars, do you? Because you're tribal.
No. But I mean, should I go after Greece or should I go after one of the other?
I'd go for the Tunisian one.
Yeah. That one's not too far.
Cult of Katiga. Yeah, I don't know if it's under control. Yeah.
Okay, so what council law should I change? I mean, I don't really need to get rid of. You know, I'm not really changing my succession law because the Holy Roman Empire.
My daughter, like, thankfully I've got agnatic cognatic primogeniture, so it's like, my daughter is not too bad of a character, even though her name is Vendelmote.
Yeah, I can't change my succession law without being absolute.
Man.
Sorry, I didn't pause the game.
That's fine, that's fine.
There's really no reason for me to get rid of full authority. Maybe, yeah, I think grand titles is probably the thing that I need the most. Then I can seriously rework how this, get rid of all of these vassals.
Alright, I'm almost out of my duchies that I have to give away.
Yeah, so I definitely want to make myself king of Etricland.
Well, let's make Kartali. Or you have Kartali, never mind. I like to think that my empire may have actually been more of a... Safavidian. Like... See. Hold on, Safavidian. I like to think that my empire is actually more... based on the religion.
So you like to touch people?
Don't say it that way. I think it's more like how the empire came about was more like unification of the religion. Because like most of my religion is within my empire already.
You have
It's... What was that?
a crown.
Hmm?
In your treasury, you have a crown.
Oh, I do. Do I? Nice crown. I'm wearing it. Imperial diadem. The sacred imperial crown of representing absolute authority over the Maphasian Empire.
But you forget that also my people come from the same book as yours.
Yeah, which is strange. It's like, we have different religion groups, but we apparently have the same religious text. And I've got another religion that is part of my religious group, but doesn't have the same god, evil being, or text. What other religions have the same text? I wonder.
I don't know, but your religion group is actually.
Our religions are what?
Your religion group is actually free.
Yeah. Does it expand east as well? No, not that way. It's kind of Sunni-ish. I mean, we're actually more. I mean, we function essentially identically to Catholicism. Yeah, I like to think that the religion was here first and was like this empire was kind of more of a began as a unification of people of the religion. There was some conquest later on, which is how we conquered like all of the Safavidian religion up there. And there were just some areas that did not want to join because like the Shemhalan land. Wow, like you look down there at like the Red Sea Strait, that religion. I mean that country. It's Shambhala land. What the hell? You want on pause, Steve?
Shambhala land.
Yeah, Shambhala land.
I think he got up.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the Jews are in Africa, apparently.
Where's that?
The Aladavite religion?
Guess. They are the of the pro-laced religion group. In the the world's gospel tells the story of the perfect ones whose arm was cruelly cut off by the last of the chosen. The pieces of their arm became the land and their blood the sea, creating the world as we know it. Their augurs sometimes cut off parts of their body in an attempt to be closer to the perfect ones. Okay.
Yeah, I can kick them out of my country.
Shambhala was in Drake's Fortune. Marco Polo found it or something. I think that's something else, but
Shangri-La?
I don't know. What is this cult of Kotiga? According to the tablets of time, when a person dies, their soul becomes ripe for the taking by the reapers, who will bring it to death itself. The I being capitalized. Who will then devour and assimilate them, to quench an insatiable hunger that has lasted since the dawn of time. Only burying the bodies can protect the souls and allow them to safely travel down to the underworld, the realm of the Gilded Guide, allowing them to come back to Earth as guardian spirits who help their descendants fend off the Reapers. But the seasons don't fear the Reaper. Neither wind nor sun or the rain. We could be like they are.
Baby.
This Creed of the Palava. Creed of the Palava. Eons ago, all creatures were united on a single land that spanned infinitely towards the horizons, made by that fish god or whatever. I added that part.
Is it the world with nothing but fish?
They live under a soft light that allowed the lushest grass and the sweetest of fruit to grow. But one day, for reasons and from origins unfathomable by mere mortals, the one below arrived and shook the very essence of the universe, splitting the land, scorching the earth, and disuniting mortals. Nearly everything was consumed by the infinite darkness, still visible at night, except for the land miraculously protected by the artisan of the stars. The faithful have recorded the history of the world in the prophet's pamphlet. Hey. So they may never forget that they owe their very existence to benevolence and the power of the artisan of the stars. Man, this is weird.
Yeah, the fish thing is making me think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
There's a running joke of one of the main characters is a demon, and she is familiar with the concept of parallel reality.
Yeah.
So whenever asked to explain it, she always brings up these two specific ones. And
Okay, I'm back. Should I unpause it now?
Sure.
Really like shrimp.
Okay.
Or you really don't like shrimp.
Huh.
The two parallel worlds are a world that exists without any shrimp and
Weird.
one where all forms of matter are shrimp.
Came in on a weird point.
Yeah.
Conversation. Because all I understand of this conversation is that there's one world in which there are no shrimp, and another in which everything, from the atoms that make up your body to the water that the shrimp live in, is shrimp.
That is all you need to know.
Mo Money represent. Oh fuck. Right,
I just want to see Mo Money become a republic.
Mo Money's got to become a republic.
Okay, I can grant titles now. That's good.
Wow. I have two 7 slot provinces directly next to each other in the same duchy. Oh, what the hell? Hold on a second. I'm already getting an independence revolt.
I mean, keep in mind they're a huge empire.
I know.
So I mean, we're not starting at our normal kind of, middling start point. We're all each starting at very weird start points for each of us, as far as these campaigns go.
Yeah, I've got to make
so
some
we should
kingdoms.
Expect bad things to happen pretty frequently.
All right, hold on. I need to manage this. All right, let's make the kingdom of. Crap! I need more piety.
More money.
More piety, more problems.
More piety.
Yeah, I can't make any kingdoms because I don't have any piety at the moment. Can I get a piety infusion from somewhere? Hey, I could organize the Varangian Guard.
Where are they called that?
Yeah.
How is that
Oh.
Oh, it's lovely.
I see what you were talking about the Jews being the Balalavites. You can expel them.
My favorite name so far is my southern neighbor, the Prolaya Vemidians.
Which one's that?
They're directly south of me. The Prolaya Vemidians. That's
Yeah.
how I'm trying to pronounce it. Prolaya Vemidian. They have some pretty incredibly difficult to pronounce names here in a way that actually I don't think is replicated in real life. Vasilievich, and that's not too bad. Lazinskaya, Shadlin, that's not bad. How's India doing? India's a lot of different states.
Yeah, as expected. What are their religions like?
That's a good question.
Hey, the cosmic egg, and their
Wow.
symbol is a fish.
Pretty uniform for India, actually.
Yeah. Phantom stag, the red
Spain
egg.
actually looks really interesting.
Spain.
Yeah, it has so many different little. I mean, all of its not counties. The duchies are independent, basically,
Pretty much.
which is really rare in the actual game.
Yeah, so Steve's religion group is the pagan.
So we're pagans.
Yep.
So we're like the pagan version of your religion, John. Maybe. We're the same text. We find our text, we can't read it, so we just made it up.
It's like we've got a different god, different evil being, but we have the same scripture somehow.
We have the same religious book. Just created different religions out of it. But with no commonalities. Unlike other religions in real life, which are from the same books. Which do have commonalities.
Guess
Our
maybe.
religion has none.
Yeah.
Literally no commonality.
Maybe it could be read differently upside down. Maybe that's the tension, is that we both believe we have the true singed texts, but our
nobody
books are
knows which
completely
one
different.
Maybe it's just that we don't know. Each one of us disagrees on which side is right side up, and that our language is somehow equally intelligible. regardless
upside
of
down.
Which way you look at it. Like, if you look at it from the side, it just means something different. We have very complex language. You read it upside down, it again has another
What
meaning.
is my retinue?
Your
Ooh,
retinue? Oh, right. Yeah. What is retinue?
I've got Baltic warriors.
I've got. Oh, I've got the Dutch one.
Well, those are pretty
See
good.
what I got.
Yeah, the pikemen and the light infantry.
Yeah, Baltic warriors look really good. Heavy infantry, fence.
I have a Himalayan mountaineer.
Because you are so close to the.
Yeah, I mean, I need a piety infusion.
I get light infantry and light cavalry out of this one.
Should have made your focus theology.
I mean, the game just started.
That gets you a shit ton of piety if you do theology.
Okay, I can do that. I mean, like, right now?
Yeah.
Like, it's theology.
Yeah, it only takes like a couple months events to start going, but they tend to give you a lot.
Well, too late.
That's how I feel.
Alright,
Let's get a
Alright.
move on. Let's see what happens.
yeah, I'll have to fight this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight this guy that I just declared war on too, so you're not alone. If I declared war on him, it's a little bit different than that.
Yeah, I'm fighting a guy because apparently my religion hates when I'm not fighting.
Cool.
So I'm fighting to unite my religion. John's fighting
Okay.
to keep his land secure.
I got an
You're
idea.
fighting just because your religion's violent and mean.
Pretty much, we do burn our priests with our
You burn your own priests with the scriptures they wrote.
in stone.
In stone. They don't write in paper, they write in stone. Which really, I mean, unless you do have a combustion engine, that means you just burn your priests. You don't really burn their writings.
That means
because their writings are going to survive.
That means that the Ostfrieslander language probably read right to left.
I'm really trying to think of a canon reason. Like, one thing that I like the idea is that it's like a sort of a misunderstanding. It's like the interpretation of our different religions is based on yours must be in like song verse, so spacing is important, and mine is actually has to be read like Braille because it's so important because of the touch.
Perhaps. Let's take a look at our various ideologies and see how they head together.
Like,
mine. Okay, so I have a prophet, the one above, who becomes a god, and who is the god. And my enemy is the faithless mass. Your enemy is a fucking tree.
Hey, a rotting tree.
There's very, very big difference between those two things. One is a faithless mass of people, and the other one is a tree.
Well, I mean, that's the enemy. We can put that aside for a second. If we look at the similarity in our high god, mine is the Blessed Virgin.
Mine's the blessed. Yours is the Blessed Virgin.
Yeah, you're the one above.
Mine is the one above.
And mine is that to be blessed, someone must be literally risen up, like to the above.
Interesting. And the one above was literally risen up above.
Yeah.
So I'm more of like, I think my guys are more of like later converts to your religion.
Perhaps.
Who
in a sense.
Prophet came around and claimed to be the one above. And that's where the evolution came from the Singed texts. We're like performing we're doing like anthropology on places that don't exist and probably have no connection.
No, exactly. This is entirely random. And it's like,
but I mean, I think that makes sense.
It's a procedurally generated commonality we're trying to create here.
We're trying to rationalize our procedurally generated culture.
For the fan fiction that I'm gonna write in the morning.
We're gonna make a big fan fiction out of no money and the whole thing.
The Phasian Empire, yeah. It's gonna happen.
Their various hijinks. But yeah, I think that's a good headcanon thing to throw in there. My guys.
I'm actually gonna open a Word doc.
Of your religion.
So since your holy books are the text,
yeah,
do you think they're actually stone tablets that my people burned?
Nah, yours are wrong. Yours is dumb. Except your high god is the sky.
Fuck.
Maybe all of these religions are true, and we're just finding different aspects of them that are.
Maybe this is like a societal experiment paradox that's put on us to realize that all religions are the same religion.
Man,
I think
my whole mind has been just expanded. All of it. All of my mind.
Alright, but clearly
the kingdoms have cultural names.
Like the religion groups, the one in my Arabia is the same religion group as Steve's. As is my my Eastern Mediterranean.
Huh?
It's like they're the same religion group. Like Steve's, like our Egypt, which is Steve's, is the same religion group as essentially our Levantine and Bedouin. But it's a different group from our Persia, which is Maphasian.
Okay, that's interesting. But I think again that kind of points to our idea that my guys are later converts to your religion, or to an offshoot of it.
And you're pagans.
Yeah, but again, that could easily be because we're completely misinterpreting this text.
Okay, I'm
We
looking
have a
for.
completely different. We have the same text, different view. Again, why are we even discussing this? This is like procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't actually mean anything. It's horrible. We're
Yeah.
getting into some kind of pseudo-intellectual discussion of what these religions mean, even
Yeah.
though we all know
It's nonsense. There's nothing to it.
it's literally nonsense.
A computer made these.
Just computers spat them out.
The fandoms have different interpretations.
I mean, but we can still add our own. We should
Yeah.
add our own interpretation.
That's part of the
Give it
interesting
some
thing about
lore.
this.
That's gonna give it some fun, some lore. Lore is always fun. That's why people are always obsessed with it.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, I guess we should unpause
Yeah, some pause.
so that I
Just
can
keep
fight
going.
my rebellion.
And try to invade.
And in
this
order to
country.
fight this rebellion, I
Take
organize
my
the
holy
Varangian
land.
Guard, which will need to be a different sort of thing. It's the same kind of pop-up. Alright, fight these horrible
I just like
northern
how it's
rebels.
Still, is it still called the Varangian Guard?
Yep, it's still the Varangian Guard.
I just like how that's a thing. Like, I think you should keep the name.
Hold on, let's see.
They're like the one thing that made it in from our.
Hold on. Maybe they're not. Okay, I just need to raise up all my dudes so I can fight. I actually have very few troops. Wow, considering how much area I have. Wow, I have very few guys. My marshal is the one that's leading this, I believe. My former marshal. And the story can be based around this Varangian Guard that I've created. Like, that will be the main protagonist will be in my fiction story. Where is he? Oh, it's called the Marienburgian Newmarkian Brigade or something. Yeah, wow. The Marienburgian Newmarkian Brothers.
They're from the cult of Koriga. Ortiga? The Tunisian religion.
So they're wow. All right, yeah, they're a lot of guys. That's actually going to help us out a lot. And so the story will be based on this foreign order that has come to rescue. Yeah, it's like the Dawian. Guess that's our a new realm. Would you look at that? Oh, east. Okay, Aegean.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, the dude's there. Hmm. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's actually, I mean, like, area-wise, it's not that bad, but I guess they just have a lot of dudes somehow.
If only you had that bear.
Guess so. Yeah, I mean, this is how fantasy books are made, coming up with nonsense like this, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is how the horrors to suffer in this life as well.
Hey, I got some
Tungsten, a preacher in
Okay,
the
so
service
Steve.
of Gyapal Shamhala.
Steve.
Tristan of Shambhala has
Steve.
arrived in Alexandria, spread this gospel of foreign religion. You're going to jail. Send everybody to jail.
Wait, Steve.
What?
Okay, you want to reform into a merchant? You have two options. You reform your religion, or you adopt an already established religion.
Mimi, pick mine.
Possibility, but not to, I already am going to war over the Holy Land.
Okay then.
All right.
So, I mean, if I lose, then
Your
I'll-
funeral.
So what you need?
It's your unholy funeral.
Yeah, well, you know what? More money, don't need nobody's help.
Okay, so Steve, go to the religion tab.
What's up?
That should give you. That should tell you what you. There should be like a little icon.
In the religion tab?
Yes.
Okay, so what icon are you gonna look for? Preview of information?
Is there like a button that's grayed out?
There is request mass conversion.
Well, that's something else.
There is preview of reformation.
That.
In which case I can do a lot of really weird stuff, which I have no idea. I can roll the dice. I can clear it all.
That's weird. Okay.
There are elephants in my land.
Cool.
No, I mean
Oh,
enemies.
Gaverendi
Not enemies,
heresy.
but, another country that has elephants.
The Gaverendi heresy?
Oh, I have elephants too.
Yeah, boats but no rivers.
I have elephants. It's awesome. Okay, so wait, what do you want me to do in the religion tab?
You need to find how you reform.
Well, I have nature, doctrine, and leadership. It's the Reformation. So this is new. This is definitely new.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with it, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. It appears that Reformation is more of like a skill tree now.
Well, I mean, there are
Sort of,
things
where
that...
you can select different things to reform, like different traits you want your religion to have. Which I can do. But I don't see how that progresses me towards being number. Oh, fuck.
You need to have a reformed religion.
I have the option in decisions found Merchant Republic.
Well, then do it.
No, I can't choose it yet, but I have it there.
Yeah, there you go. Now just
Don't
do all the
forget,
things that it
please.
says.
Is not unreformed Batman.
Which is which book?
Yeah. So I have to
Kidding me?
capital holding. Okay, I can probably do it fairly soon. Once I take this province, it'll be.
That's good.
After this war, well, I'm not going to be able to do it immediately. I'm on the right path, somehow, accidentally. I mean, we basically went in the right direction, but things have changed enough where it's going to be slightly different. But luckily, I'm still sort of on the right path. But I certainly can't be at war.
Yeah.
So I win this war, I will have control of all the major holy sites of this religion, and that'll give me a lot of power. How are things going on your guys?
I'm fighting a civil war. I think I think I'll be able to do it.
I don't think they have a lot of territory.
Yeah, it's like I surprisingly have rather few troops for how much land I have. Like my max at the moment is like
you're prepared to lose a lot of your land.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to be hard to hold just because of the mountainous regions that you have.
We'll see.
There's a lot of back and forth if you don't have a lot of troops that's stationed permanently.
I'm generally pretty good about keeping my territory pretty stable.
I mean, I'm just saying because of the weird shape that your empire is.
Mm-hmm.
The weird, unnatural shape of an empire. Like, it is truly, there is no empire in human history that I can think of that remotely look like that.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm also looking kind of at some of the lightlier colored like nations nearby you, so it's not 100% factual what I'm saying, but definitely a north-south thing. There aren't a lot of those empires.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna turn the speed up, is that cool?
Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, it's for me.
I got some cash. Let's see, let's... Hey, we've got a son. Alright, and he should be baptized by... Yeah, get baptized by our Pope. Oh, it's actually the first time I've done this. Pope Honorius washes the child 3 times over, reciting a prayer to protect his soul surrounded by a host of cardinals. Then he raises little Guige up for all the crowd gathered in the great cathedral to see, exposing him to the cheers of his future subjects. What a priceless sight. Cool. Oh, my little Guige! My precious Guige. I need to change that name. Which is something you can do now.
Is the perfect name. Guige. Guige is a great name.
And Toon.
Every person would be honored to be named Guige.
Theodolph. Bless you.
I now have a moon-shaped scar on my face. I am the Nerevarine.
Neat. Hmm.
In my war with Keith Urban as well. Oh, this guy looks like Keith Urban. He does. Raja Rakamala, the ill ruler. We got a Raja in North Africa.
Neat.
Yeah, these heresies have like nothing parent religion.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, more money is expanding.
Congrats.
More money's got more money. Let's see what we got. Should reform this religion. Intrigue.
As long as you make it as much like mine as possible, then I think we can reconcile this.
Oh shit, I just pissed off everybody in my region
Why?
by conquering this place.
What? Which place?
They all made a defensive pact against.
Wait. Oh, I guess I didn't turn off defensive pacts.
They're
Not
not
you.
that big a deal.
Well, unless you conquer
Not
well.
you, I'm saying my neighbors. I don't know if you did. You might have made a defensive pact against.
No, I think I actually just didn't choose rules. I just kind of did whatever. Big enough deal that it's gonna be annoying for the next, like, 30 years.
The guy I just conquered has an independence faction in my kingdom. It's like, look, you just lost the war.
Hmm.
I think I'm just gonna grant you independence. I plot to kill you. Sorry, Carl Urban. Keith Urban. Carl Urban. Boromir. Let's solve that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got chosen as an apostate.
Nice.
Normally in general, very nice to people, but in that case,
Don't worry about it.
eh. It was just too convenient to get rid of that guy. Now, I must look at my great opera.
It's kind of weird that your capital is not in, like, you're the Sacrosanct Ostfriesland Empire, but your capital is not in Ostfriesland.
Well, I technically am east of Friesland.
Well, yeah, okay, I suppose that's fair enough.
I have a lot of control over what your religion does.
Yep.
Reformation. Oh, but I can't reform.
Oh wow, let's get out of that.
I need 750 piety. Okay, start to work it up. Then I can reform my religion and I can be. Oh, I have no idea about Republic though.
I mean,
You need to.
This is very
fully
different.
upgrade your market.
Fully upgraded market?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, like, don't do the castles, do the markets, the cities. Alright, our enemy died, the Civil War is over. That's a way for it to end. Let's pretend it was a noble warrior of the, jeez, that mouthful of a mercenary group. The Marienburgian Newmarkian Brothers. Jeez. Alright. Now that I've got enough piety, I need to make some kingdoms. Hold on, really quick. I'm gonna need to make sure I do this.
I'll be right back while you're doing that.
Okay. Because I've already got some large factions going here. Jabal. Do I want the Jabal Kingdom? The Jabal Duchy? Not really. Jabal Duchy, that one's yours. I'm going to change my mustache.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, hold on a second while I make some kingdoms. Ursulingina. Which I have the entirety of. Give you the viceroyalty of that. Not exactly the prettiest border, but there's that. Now I need a marshal. Alright, that helped a bit.
Here would be an interesting mechanic. The further away from where you marshaled them,
Mm-hmm.
if you, for example, disband them really far away from that, but still in their territory, they would have some kind of penalty later. Out of anger for having had everybody go home at the same time. So it's not a very fun mechanic. Just an idea I just had where I just disbanded a group who are pretty far away from the core of my territory. But yet it still works. even though most of them are definitely would have lived pretty far away from it. And it's like, I'd be kind of annoyed by that. Oh, I gotta walk home.
I mean, either that or they just walk home.
Do they walk home in a group or they walk home alone?
I don't know. You kind of go home same way either way.
Yeah, it's a big desert, though, you know? Like, okay. Job's over, guys. Good luck. Did a good job. You really kicked their asses, boys. Time for you to take a trip back.
This again. Okay, hold on. It's seriously that guy is...
Well, money is relatively few internal problem.
It's because you aren't a massive empire.
Yeah, more money is not. More money is focused on one thing. And that's more money.
Need a piety infusion to make this kingdom, and I cannot do it. Civil War number 2. Electric Boogaloo. It seems. I don't think I have any other choice. And I have a holy site that's not even settled. I have 2.
Think about how I feel, John. Everybody wants more money.
Hey there, Goldie's Rogaine Foam. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. Doing some multiplayer with a random world. Yeah, it's all these tribal spazzies. Spazzy buttholes. Alright, I will not be blackmailed. Civil War number 2. Jorvik. Last night I just got home kind of late and I was kind of tired.
And the game is over.
Wait, you're dead?
No, yeah, I'm straight up dead. I got blown up by some guy.
Wow. It's
like more money is done.
I mean, it's still the name of the
There
kingdom
is
at least.
no money now.
Let's try something different then.
I'd be down to keep going in this world. I really would. I'll pick a different.
What do you want to do, Chris?
I actually enjoy this world a lot. This is pretty fun.
Would you like to do something different, Chris?
Yeah, kinda.
Well, would you want to do a historical one or another random one?
No, another random thing.
Like a totally
Let's
different
try another
world?
Random. Let's try a totally different new world.
Yeah. Let's see what we get.
Alright.
Yeah, why not?
We'll call that our first look at the random new world. The random world.
This is our first look, and it ended with more money being blown up.
Huh.
Go to the bathroom really quick.
Yeah. Alright. So let's,
Yeah, I just saw a text pop up and it said kaboom, and then I was gone.
Huh. Okay, let's we'll back out and we'll
Didn't
start
have
a
an
new
error.
one.
My wife got syphilis first.
Dang.
Then I got another wife. But that was
You gotta get a lot of
pretty-
wives, dude.
I hired 2 extra wives shortly after my wife got syphilis.
Only 2?
Only 2. Well, I didn't want to go overboard. And
Well, clearly
so
you didn't go anywhere at all because you had 0 heirs.
Well, I was a very cautious man.
Clearly
When my wife
too
asked us
cautious,
for-
and not cautious enough because you went into the manure tavern.
Well, so what if I explore? You know what, John? You shouldn't criticize me over these things. I made very rational choices. I walked into the tavern because it had great drinks. and
You
great
went up
food.
to the balcony, Steve. You went
and,
up to
and
the
I stood
balcony.
up on that manure pile because everybody was telling me at the time that it was the coolest thing to do.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. We'll back out and we'll try a whole new, brand new,
Brand
random
new
world.
random campaign.
All right.
It's so the one thing I'm kind of not liking is that with these random religions, doesn't really seem to be like anything that ties the groups or the heresies together.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think it's something that should be worked on.
That it should be done from like the bottom up,
Yeah.
rather than like, all right, you get
actually,
this,
I
this,
think
and this, and then you're also part of this group.
I mean,
it's just,
I think actually almost the exact opposite of that. I think you should break it from the top down, where you start with a large group, break it into slightly
Yeah,
smaller parts.
that's
break
kinda what
that
I meant to
smaller
say.
Parts.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. If that's what you meant, yeah, I agree entirely.
I just
think
shouldn't have
what you
said
should
bottom
do
up.
is
You are right.
essential- I mean, they should have some connection to each other.
I'm gonna write Paradox an angry letter.
I mean, I enjoy it,
Yeah,
and
but
I
I just
get
like to
it, too.
I like to be
but
coherent.
it's missing the element that exists in the base game, where everything does tie together. And maybe we're missing something too. Maybe it does tie together. We just haven't figured it out yet. But
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that's the case.
I don't think so. Really doesn't look like that.
It seems very random. And I mean, a lot of this randomness works really well, but some of it. I mean, the problem with procedural generation is that you're going to get weird things all the time, occasionally. Half the time it's going to work out right, and sometimes it's not.
It also might have just been in the settings I chose, because I just chose random, and I went with it. So,
Oh, okay.
so that
Well,
could
you're
have
gonna
been
be able
it.
to choose the settings while we're there, right?
Yeah. It's
For the
like I can
shatters?
choose the settings before we actually start up the game.